Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to tell you guys a story about how Andrew Tate changed my life. So everyone's heard of Andrew Tate, everyone knows who he is. Don't try and pretend that you don't. He was the most searched up person on the planet last year. He probably is the most well-known person on the planet currently out of just sheer controversy. You either love him or you hate him, and there's so many people that do hate him, but there's also so many that absolutely love him and love what the message he brings. But I want to talk about how he's changed my life, how he's affected me indirectly, because obviously I haven't met him, haven't spoken to him in person, but indirectly through seeing clips of him, through watching his podcasts, through doing my own research into the kind of stuff he did growing up and how he made his money, how that's kind of changed my outlook on life. So, first of all, I kind of first heard of him when I was a bit chubbier. So I was bulking. I was a bit fatter, but a bit stronger as well. And I was only focused on the gym. And he came along. He was talking to everyone about you've got to be acceptable in all areas of life. You've got to do this, you've got to do this, you've got to become outstanding and hold yourself to a standard. And there were so many things that he was saying that resonated with me. The main one being that you've got to hold yourself to a standard and you've got to set expectations of yourself, and that you as a person, you need to do certain things whether you feel like it or not. And you should be outstanding, you should be to a certain criteria in every aspect of your life, and you should strive for more. So this kind of woke me up a bit. It made me realize that, okay, I'm 17 years old now. I haven't done fuck all with the last 2 years of my life. What am I going to do this year? What am I going to do in this next year that's actually going to change the current position I'm in? So I started doing more research into how to get fitter and healthier. I did my first boxing match. I did a white collar boxing event and I won that. And I started pushing myself more. I started voluntarily putting myself through adversity and putting myself through tough situations and just doing things that I didn't want to do, but doing them anyway. And I started just pushing myself more and more and demanding more of myself. And that's kind of what led for me to improve so much so quickly. So then I started thinking about, okay, I heard him say, you've got to surround yourself with the right people. So I thought, okay, I've got to be around the right people. How can I do this? And then I joined one network and then I joined another. Now I'm in two networks now, and they're both full of amazing guys that are helping me whenever I need something. I can just shoot a message in either one, and then there's someone answers immediately. They're like, do this, do this, do this. I did this, this worked. I was in this situation, I did X, Y, and Z. There are so many questions that can be answered so much quicker if you're around the right people and if you have the right people in contact. So if you can go and speak to someone who's done the path that you want to do, who's already succeeding in that way, and you can just go and message them, you can go and talk to them, and you can ask them a question to help you get on your way, then I think that information is just invaluable. If you can talk to someone who has done what you want to achieve, who is on the level that you want to be on, if you can talk to them and ask them questions, then I think the opportunity to do so is worth so much more than what you think. So through being in a network, I've made amazing friends. I've spoken to people that are way further along in their journey than me, who have given me advice, who have given me help, who have spoken to me one-on-one and held me accountable and given me kind of choices of what to do with myself. And they have helped me kind of take action and become the person that I am today. And I haven't even been in these groups for a year yet, and I'm already such a better person than I was before I joined. So if you can surround yourself with the right people, if you can surround yourself with other people that want to do the same things as you, other people that want to succeed and do similar things, then that's what you should prioritize. You should try and get around these right people so that then it's much easier to progress. And if you can be around people that are further ahead than you, that are above you, and use them as just a learning opportunity. If you have someone that's way further ahead than you in business, and you can just constantly ask them questions, well, how do you do this? How do you do this? I'm in this situation, what should I do? Have you ever struggled with this? And you could just constantly ask them questions, and because they've been through it all, they can answer it really easily. And I'm sure that a lot of business owners really love to kind of talk about their own successes and talk about how they pushed through challenges and then became successful from it. So if you can identify someone that you want to be like, and then go and get in contact with them, ask them questions, and be able to kind of pick their brain a bit and get the information that's going to help you succeed. So that was one point. So I first of all kind of realised that I needed to change. I needed to set a standard for myself. And then I realised I needed to surround myself with better people. And now it's kind of like the third state of what I've learned from Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan is not only have you got to excel in all areas, but you've got to become successful as quick as you can. You've got to do everything as quick as you can, as effective as you can. And it doesn't matter what people think of you. It doesn't matter what's said about you. It's all down to how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. And the only blockage that can stop you from achieving something is your own mind. And if you stay at something long enough, and if you keep working at it hard enough, long enough, you're going to get it, but it's just going to take time and effort. And through learning about Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, I heard about Justin Waller, and he provided me with an amazing life lessons that I heard from a podcast he was on. And it was this: you can keep kind of switching businesses, switching challenges and tasks because they're difficult, or you can stick with one and you're going to have to take a few punches from it. So what a lot of people do, I think this is how he described it, is they'll try one business model and then they'll take like one setback and then they'll go, oh, it doesn't work. They'll go find something else to do. And then the same thing will happen. They'll take one setback and then they'll go find something else, and the cycle will repeat itself. But instead, what he says you should do is strive to go for that one business model that has worked for a lot of other people. It's got the credit, it's a working business model, and then take the first hit, take the second hit, keep taking the hits until you start seeing the results. And that's something I learned. It's more about kind of perseverance and consistency and staying on task with something that's difficult, and knowing that there will be setbacks within the majority of things in life. And if you can learn that those setbacks are coming either way, and just learn to kind of roll with the punches, and okay, so I'm not losing here, I'm just learning. You can just kind of roll with the punches, you take the information, and then you come back stronger. You come back with a new approach, you come back with a new outlook, with a better way of thinking about that problem. And that information to me is just amazing, because I now realise that I need to stick something through. I need to keep working with it to make sure that I succeed. I can take the hits, I can roll with the punches, and just keep working on it. And if I keep moving forward, then eventually I'm going to see the results that I want to see. And that's probably about it. Like, I've learned, there's so much I could talk about that I've learned from the Tate brothers and the people that are around them. But the main thing is just set a standard for yourself, be around the right people, and learn that the biggest problem is usually your mind. Understand that and try and master your own mind and take control of your own life. And then the final thing I guess I could say is time is everything. Speed is everything. Doing things quickly, doing things effectively, doing things efficiently, and not only doing things quickly, but not wasting time. Not letting any second go by without having used it to your advantage. You don't want to waste another year just sitting at home doing fuck all. You want to get out there, you want to push yourself and reach new heights so that you can say you've done something in that past year. And that's probably the last point, is just don't waste time. Speed is important. Thank you for watching, guys. We hit 700 subscribers recently, and I just want to say it's been a fun journey so far, but on to 1K, I think.